Welcome to the Bodhi Academy. My name is Shrutika and today let us continue with the last part of our chapter, that is reproductive health. So in our previous videos we have covered what is reproductive health. We have also seen which are the different contraceptive methods. Today we are going to see the medical termination of pregnancy, as in how unwanted pregnancy can be terminated and what are the reasons for the termination of this pregnancies. So voluntary termination of pregnancy before full term is called MTP, that is medical termination of pregnancy or induced abortion. It plays important role in decreasing population by aborting unwanted pregnancy. In India, MTP is legalized in 1971 with some restriction to prevent its misuse, such as indiscriminate and illegal female feticides. So, medical termination of pregnancy is used to get rid of unwanted pregnancy due to unprotected intercourse or failure of contraceptive use during the coitus or during rapes. So, when pregnancy continues could be harmful or even fetal to the mother or the fetus. So in such cases the abortion has to be taken place. So the medical termination of the pregnancy is implemented when in case of such emergencies. So now let us see what are the different sexually transmitted diseases and how they are caused and prevented. So STDs, that are sexually transmitted diseases or infection which are transmitted to sexual intercourse, are collectively called as sexually transmitted diseases or venereal diseases or reproductive tract infection. So these are the diseases which are caused due to the sexual intercourse. So some common STDs are gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes, genital warts, trichomoniasis, hepatitis B, A, and AIDS. Hepatitis B and HIV is also transmitted by sharing infection needles, surgical instrument with infected person, transfusion of blood, or from infected mother to the fetus. So except genital herpes, HIV and hepatitis B are completely curable if detected early and treated properly. Timely detection and proper treatment of STDs are very important, otherwise it could lead to complication later, which includes pelvic inflammation, abortion, stillbirths, ectopic pregnancy, infertility, or even cancer of the reproductive tract. So these are some types of STDs and how they are caused. Now let us see how these infections can be prevented. Avoid sex with unknown partners or multiple partners. Always use condom using coitus. Go to a qualified doctor in case of doubts or early detection and get complete treatment if diagnosed. So now if the ovum and the sperm does not meet, the fertilization will not cause. So in such case that causes infertility in the individual. So now let us see what is infertility, how it is caused, and which are the different ways or techniques which we can use to cure the infertility in human beings. So the couples which are unable to reproduce child in spite of unprotected sexual cohabitation are called infertile. The reason for this could be many physical, congenital diseases, drugs, immunological, or even physiological defects. So in such cases what we can do is go for or opt for assistive reproductive technologies, that is ART. So first assistive reproductive technology is IVF, that is a very famous technique, that is in vitro fertilization. So what happens in vitro fertilization? Fertilization outside the body followed by embryo transfer, which is commonly called test tube baby program. So the ovum from the donor, that is the female, and the sperm from the husband are collected and induced to fertilize in the laboratory. The zygote or the embryo, 8 blastomers, could be transferred into the fallopian tube called as the zygote intrafallopian transfer, and the embryo with more than 8 blastomers can be transferred into the uterus, that is called as the intrauterine transfer into the uterus to complete the further development. So in this technique what is done is the gametes are taken, that is the male gamete and the female gamete, the sperm and the egg is taken. It is made to fertilize outside in the in vitro condition, that is in the laboratory, and then the zygote or the embryo is then transferred into the fallopian tube or into the uterus depending upon the stage of the development of the zygote, and then it is allowed to grow into an embryo that will further develop into a fetus inside the body of the female. So this is called as in vitro fertilization, that is IVF. The second one is gift, that is gamete intrafallopian transfer. So transfer of gametes collected from a donor into fallopian tube of another female who do not produce ovum. So in this case what is done is the gametes are transferred. If a female is not able to produce good quality eggs, then the eggs from the donor is taken and it is transferred into the fallopian tube of the female who is not able to produce eggs. Same way, and this is how gamete intrafallopian transfer works in the female. Then the third one is intracytoplasmic sperm injection, that is ICSI. So specialized procedures to form an embryo in laboratory in which sperm is directly injected into the ovum. So this technique is basically used in the males, wherein the males could not produce motile sperms. So in such cases what can be done is the sperm is directly injected into the vagina of the female so that it can go and fertilize with the eggs. Then the fourth technique is artificial insemination. Infertility cases in which male partner is unable to produce healthy sperms are treated by this technique, in which the semen collected from the donors are artificially introduced into the vagina or the uterus. IUI, intrauterine insemination of the female. So these are some techniques that are the assistive reproductive technologies which we can use for causing fertility, that is to overcome the infertility in the human beings. So in today's class what we have learned is what are STDs, how they are caused, what is medical termination of pregnancy, and we have also seen some assistive reproductive technologies for overcoming infertility. So thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment and share, subscribe to the Bodhi Academy.